Entree. Call me Vinny. Jason, I take it. Dean's told me a lot about you. And please, no need for formality. Sit. How are you? Great. Our Beyond Meat restaurant investment came in at 10% above predictions for the month. Do you eat plant-based burgers? Would have thought someone so young would be on the ball of that trend. Well, you can't even tell the difference. You know, when we first made the business part of our family here, I ate it for optics. Got to show them we care about the cause, not just the returns. But I'm hooked at this point. Won't even let my kids go a few days without some. So how is old Dino? You're his stepson, yes? Shit, I haven't seen him in years. Hardly spoken to him, except when he reached out about you, of course. Of course, anything for Dean. We should all go out to dinner, just the three of us sometime. So, what can I help you with? Something I live giving. About what? You mean at VH Ventures? A whole assortment of things. Are you familiar with basic venture capital activity? That's okay, everyone's green until they're not. So we basically look for compromising early stage companies that have a proven track record and we believe can grow into the future leaders in their industry. Do you understand what that means? Honesty is appreciated, paramount really. If people aren't transparent with us, we can't help them. That goes for you or anybody seeking an investment from us. Between you and me, we sit in a lot of rooms and hear a lot of bright young people tell us why they're the ones who can change the world, why they can make people's lives better. You mean how do we assess potential profitability? You have to talk about our analyst team for that. But for me, it's more about instinct. Are the people I'm talking to passionate? Do they present themselves well? For instance, if they came in dressed like you, that gives room for pause. People are going to assume how you carry yourself in a pitch meeting is how you carry yourself in day-to-day activities, day-to-day business. Don't sweat it. I'm just saying it as an example. Besides, you're what, 22? So you graduated 9 months ago? Shit, tough luck. I wouldn't know. I never went. But I was saying, it's passion, it's presentability. More than anything, it's self-awareness, knowledge of how people perceive them, control over the image they put out into the world. What do you mean? Well, a great idea is the most important thing. Without that, you've got nothing. I beg your pardon? There's no one thing, it's a combination of all those factors. And of course, our interest is the cause. Here we focus on quickly changing industries, food production, for instance. That's a space that needs reform. And there are some great people at some great companies trying to lead that change. You see, we're really curators of cultural progression. Society is no longer run by large-scale institutions and the structures of old. The power is back in the hands of the people, and we get to choose which people get to have that power. Their ideas give them power. We're just validating those ideas, allowing them to grow. I know, it can be a lot to digest. That all being said, how do you think I can help you? You seem to be at a bit of a loss. Well, think about it this way. What's your brand, Jason? When people think of Jason, what do they think of? Or what do you want them to think of? But how do you monetize that? Trust and intelligence, but in service of what end? That's the big question then, isn't it? I like that. I'm not sure I fully understand it, but it rolls off the tongue well. I'll bet you knew that already, though. So you've got self-awareness. You've got self-awareness down, 3 to go. Of course you are. You're pitching yourself. That's the greatest idea any of us have. Does all that make sense? As you should. The learning never ends, Jason. All right, I'll leave it to you. It was a pleasure. Good. Firm handshake. Be in touch, yeah? Vinny's just fine.